No, just get ready to play. To be ready to play it today.
Time as we watch the stars, steps a bit closer. My hand moves over to you. Every time we have to say, my heart cries a little. So how about you stay until 2 so I can Tell you what I want, what I really want. So tell me what you want, what you really want. I tell you what I want, what I really want. So tell me what you want, what you really want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna take it to the really, really, really wanna take it to the If you want my future, then my past. If you wanna get with me, then make it fast. I can always stand, this is time. Put your head together, you'll be just fine. Tell you what I want, what I really want. Just tell me what you want, what you really want. If you wanna get my number, I get with my friend. We can last forever, friendship never ends. If you wanna get my number, you have got to give. Take it easy, easy, the best way. Tell you what I want. What you think about that? Say you can handle my life. Are you for me? I will be his side. Give you a try. If you really love me, then I'll say goodbye. Tell you what I want, what I really want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. If you wanna be my lover, I get with my friends. Make it last forever, friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Take it easy, easy, the best way. Tell you what I want, what I really want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. I wanna, really wanna take it to the So here's a story from A to Z. You love something for the that in a place of lesson. Crazy that you like it, see you rising and easily. Cause it come for free. She's a real lady, yes for me. Well, you'll see. So we let it out and wind it all around. So we let it out and wind it all around. So we let it out and wind it all around. So we let it out and wind it all around.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Okay.
You okay?
Right.
How'd you catch the food?
Yeah, it's not
That's all. All right. Good morning. Good morning. We are live. We are tuned live. You are tuned into live in the DTV. We hope you're having a wonderful day today. As always, one, I do not own the rights to this music. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, which is basically what this is, criticism and news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is permitted. So, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and the World Wide Web as a whole, don't stop our feed because we're playing music we don't own the rights to. It's part of the fair use. We're using it for news and education and commenting purposes because this is an edutainment channel. Today we're talking about growth. Growth. How does growth happen? Well, generally growth happens in my experience, and I think in most at a time when we don't expect it. And generally, we have to be prepared for that growth because it just happens. It's like a child going through a growth spurt. The parents are saying, "Man, you're growing like a weed," right? How many of us have heard that expression at least once or twice in our life, right? Well, when that happens, are we prepared to grow? Are we prepared for that change? Are we prepared for the next metamorphosis, the next cycle in life? And of course, we always talk about business on our show, live in the DTV. So, how are you preparing for your next business growth spurt and ensuring that you don't crash and burn, honestly, and that and that you're completely prepared to go to your next level? We're gonna talk more about it soon, right here on Live in the DTV. Stay tuned. We're gonna play some music, and we'll be right back. Good morning on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Okay. I can touch the food. Have you grown my love? Did you get used to me? I had myself with your vibes, just so I can feel it here again. Are you too tired to say you wanna sleep with me? I've been saying when we missed the time, you didn't get to be distant. Reading old texts, taking my mess, sensing what open typing. Wishing you still let your adoration spill in the music. Say what you mean, don't confuse me. I'm sick of you or not. If you love message me, cause it is you. Or because you forgot. I follow you, but you don't know how to be like it on me. You're thinking about me, I'm thinking about the possibility. Really ain't that shit. Please tell me what I just said, but I don't buy it into your sin. So you be honest, I don't know. Running out of time. You push them to bed, but you rather not talk or talk to someone else to say you're too polite. Or so you think you are. They say it to my face, it makes it sound too reading all day, taking my place, sensing my open living. Wishing you could let your allegations spill in the music. Say what you mean, don't confuse me. I'm sick of me or not. You my message because it is you, or because you forgot. I'm you're thinking about me, I'm thinking about the possibility. Really, ain't that true? Please say what you said. I don't try to get to you. Say you honest, say you don't Space when you're not reciprocating. Loving me, please tell me honestly. For possibility, really ain't that true. Please say what you said. I don't try to get to you. Say you honest, say you don't
WGPRFM.
variety, and when they say time as we watch the stars, I start to be closer, but my hand moves over to yours. But every time we have to say, heart cries a little. So how about you say it's a two, so I can stay. Take my hand till the sun goes down. Hold me close and love me now. How about we all just forget? Oh, patience at the first one. Senses as long as it's fun. As long as I remember. Said people, got me acting now. Said wake up, no, that's tonight. 'Cause I don't ask me, like if you'd like to go. 'Cause my heart is
Ah,
on
on Facebook, on Instagram, I forgot y'all get to see the entire behind the scenes.
so I can stay. Take my hand till the sun goes down. Hold me close and love
I'm gonna
me
play one more
now.
song and then come right
How
back.
about we all just forget? Oh, patience at the first one. Patience as long as it's fun. As long as I remember. Understand, there's a million different people in this place. Is your face the same as any other day? Is my face within the world inside your head? Nothing. Can you see that we look like different people? You and me, different eyes and different skin and different trees, different reasons to be acting differently. You and me, I feel my side, I should get you see my point of view, can you see my point of view? Is there room for two? I feel my side, I should get you see my point of view, can you see my point of view? Is there room for two? I don't think so. It's simple. You're all equal. You're all equal. And I know a perspective we've been hiding in the flow. What
This
is
is a weird
calling
angle.
is as real
I gotta
as the
fix this angle.
unknown. We're protecting what we've got inside our home. We are free, free to judge and free to love and free to be, free to act like we have got some decency.
Yeah, now you can't see me at all.
I am me. I am me. In the mind,
That's better. All right, we are back. We are back. You are still tuned into live in the DTV this morning. Again, we're talking about growth spurts in your business. How do you know when it's time to grow? How do you grow relatively safely? How that growth in your business when it's time to come. And how do you even know that it's the time? Well, I was told by a mentor recently that you basically gotta listen to your intuition. Listen to your business as if it were a person, it was a live person telling you what it wants and what it needs to grow. And of course, be strategic about it, be intellectual about it, be logical about it. Look at your numbers, look at the market. Is the demand there? Are the customers asking for more? Do you need to expand your hours? In fact, here are a few signs to tell if you are ready to grow your business according to an article on Forbes. Look at your number one. Repeat customers are the best kind of customers. They prove that your offerings are satisfactory, and the recurring revenue for repeat customers help make your business more stable. So, reason number one is because you have regular customers and regular profits, and your customers want you to grow. The income is there. Look at your business and net income. Basically, take your business gross income, subtract expenditures. This will tell you how much money your business is actually earning after you pay your bills. If you have regular increasing profits, it's probably time to grow your business. Don't just focus on short-term success and short-term success. Your success and earnings might not last. Look for long-term success and constantly growing profits. So if after 3, 4 months at a time, you keep seeing the same earnings continue to double, triple, that means it's likely time to grow. And of course, if your customers keep asking and the demand is there, if your customers keep asking you to grow, it might be time to grow. If customers are asking for more products or services or hours, it might be time to grow to meet customer demands. Hopefully, your growth will satisfy customers, which will increase sales and make up for the money you invest in expansion. And depending on whether you're a brick and mortar location, you might want to consider um, going to getting a second location, and of course, hiring more employees. Now, that's all nice and dandy, but I think a lot of us, for our small businesses, are not even at that level yet. We're still kind of at the startup. I'm thinking about going from independent kind of freelancer to now I need to hire my first employee. And how do I know when to do that? 13. Well, here's from nellypatel.com, 13 red flags that it's time to hire your company's first employee. Number one, you're turning down work. So, turning down work is a bad look for startup companies. It can have detrimental snowball effects on your business. And it's a recipe for failure. So, if you're turning down work, it's probably time to hire someone else, either for an admin or a salesperson, an admin, so they can do that some of that marketing and the customer service work that you might not have time to do so you can focus on the business side. Or someone, if you're a physical like trade business, someone that can do what you can do as well. You can find those people on things, job sites like LinkedIn, even Indeed, jobs.com. Number two, you've identified new sources of potential revenue streams. Let's say you find a way to generate revenue. It could be a product extension, new territory, better service, or anything else. But you can't tap into the new market yet. Why? Because you need help. It might not happen right away, but adding members to your team can increase your salary. So you got to look at your numbers and know you're probably a long way from eclipsing 100 employees, and you may never want to reach that. But look at the average pay jumps between 1 to 5, 6 to 10, and 11 plus employees. So if you identify new revenue streams, it's probably fine time to hire your first employee, or maybe your first 3, 4 employees. And I know from experience that's kind of what I'm going through now. From just doing this thing by myself and with my engineer, Mr. Abdullah, the Quad Squad, and the rest of the Quad Squad, to now going and looking to add 2, 3, 4 other team members to the plate. And that can be kind of worrisome. You're like, man, now I have twice the amount of responsibility, twice the amount of people counting on me. But the reach is there, the demand is there, so you got to take the leap of faith. Your customers are complaining. We just went over that with the Forbes list, but the amazing customer service can help you double your revenue, but poor customer service can do the opposite. Customer complaints are terrible, but consider yourself lucky if you're getting them. Why? If your customers are complaining that they haven't left yet, out of 26 unhappy customers, only one will complain. What are the other 25? They just leave without saying a word. So there's a silver lining. If you're hearing customer complaints, you still have a chance to address these complaints and keep their business. But you need to act quickly. There are a variety of reasons a customer could be upset. Here are some examples. bad quality product, poor customer service, problems with your website, long wait times. And those middle two can obviously generally be solved by, again, hiring an admin, having someone to take on those phone calls, the website responses, the social media responses that you might all not always be have the time to see or look at because you're busy running your business or working in your business. And there are dozens of other reasons that you might have customer complaints, but those are complaints that can be addressed generally quickly and easily, and you can jump right on by just adding some team members. The quality of your products and services are suffering. As we just mentioned, poor quality could be a potential complaint from your customers. What kind of quality assurance policies do you have in place? Poor products will end up costing you money. You could lose a customer. It will cost you more money to refine the situation. For example, let's say you're selling a physical product. If you're doing this alone, it's safe to say that you're not mass producing products unless you outsource the manufacturing. But for the sake of this example, we'll say that you make the products by hand. So you need a quality control process, and you need someone to help check your quality control process, and we work it. Because if you're doing each step by step by yourself, you may overlook certain aspects of this process and crash and burn on your own work. So I'm going to read one more of these, and then I'll just leave the link in the description after the show, and you guys can go if you're interested reading Nelly Patel's article on when it's time to hire your first employee. You don't have time to do daily financials, bookkeeping, and paperwork. This is a big one. If you're dealing with customers all day during your regular business hours, when you do have time to do bookkeeping, you can fall behind on your paperwork. There should be a certain amount of time dedicated each day to go over your financials and other standard office tasks. But as your business grows, so will these responsibilities. If you don't have enough time for office work, it's a red flag. Hire someone who can help you. You can also consider getting software such as QuickBooks, Intuit, Mint to help keep some of your bookkeeping in place. All right, so those are all signs that it's time to hire your first employee. Again, it can be scary, it can be worrisome, but you need to find that time to do so and find someone with the proper skills that you need in your business and identify what you exactly need help with. That's another issue I had to overcome with my business. Is now I don't need a person to, for example, host the show. Or what I might need help is another editor. So I need some salespeople. I need what exactly do you need in business? What are you too busy to do, or what have you been neglecting? And that's generally your answer. But trust your intuition. You built this business. You've been in it for however long you've been in it, a matter of months, a matter of years, possibly even decades. It's time to duplicate yourself, duplicate some of your processes, and delegate. Duplicate and delegate and grow. All right. We're gonna play a little more music, and then we're gonna come back with Penny Love's Fit Tip of the Week right after this song. Here we go.
Take me everywhere. Take me anywhere. Bottle shaped like lemonade. You could be my baby girl, baby, I'ma take good care of you. Inside you, I stay. Sticking stones, break my bones. I don't know how to go, but I hope that was like a sun. Set me ground, and I'm never gonna fake it. Hope that you don't fake it. Let's take it. To a place so far where we can't get wasted. Riding on your thighs because you know that I'm impatient. We take it so just as we go. No, we kinda crazy. Oh, we kinda crazy. We know we kinda missing. We can't. We kissing on the lips. We kissing 'cause we know we can't.
Yeah, play the song. Six. Play seven. Seven.
Yeah, and here with this week's so I have some of my favorite stretches for
All
you.
right. We are still live in the DTV. We are playing now. Miss Penny loves Fit Tip of the Week. Check it out. This is Penny loves Fit Tip of the Week right here on live in the DTV, the Edutainment channel.
Hello, it's Penny here with this week's fit. So I have some of my favorites for you, especially if you're like me and you sit down and work a desk job all day. I love what I do for a living, but sometimes all that sitting can cause tight hips and pain in my lower back and legs. So some of my favorite stretches are actually yoga poses. One being the butterfly. So with the butterfly, you sit on a flat surface on the ground, bring the soles of your feet together, keep your back nice and straight. You're going to wrap your first two fingers around your big toe and use your elbows to gently press your knees into the floor. As you do this, you want to maintain a straight spine, and if you can, gently fold forward toward your feet. You don't want to fold forward where you're bringing your hips and your tush off the ground. So make sure it's nice and gentle and only go to a place where you feel comfortable. Feel that stretch. You sit nice and tall and breathe deeply. Another is the reclined pigeon, which looks like you are laying down on the floor looking up at your legs in a number four. So you can lie with your back on your back with your feet planted flat and your knees bent. You'll take your right ankle on top of your left knee, keeping your foot flexed to activate your muscles. Reach around your left thigh, pull your legs to your chest until you feel a stretch. You'll breathe deeply if you feel any tightness. Inhale and exhale. Release the tightness. Put your feet back on the floor and you'll repeat with the other side. Placing your left ankle on top of your right knee. Bringing your flexed foot up to activate your muscles. Reach around your right thigh and pull your legs to your chest until you feel that stretch. Breathe deeply into any tightness. And you're going to hold each side for about 10 breaths. Another is the low lunge. So the low lunge is a very simple pose and is very effective at creating length and flexibility in the hip flexors. You want to keep your front knee over the foot, your core tight, and your back nice and straight. And of course, breathe. You don't want to hold your breath while you're doing this particular stretch. And the yogi squat. The yogi squat is very simple and it's to stretch both the inner and outward hips. So you're just going to stand with your feet hip distance apart, toes slightly turned out, and slowly squat down, bringing your hands to your heart center right in front of your chest. You can use your elbows to push your knees away from you gently, creating a deeper stretch. Or you can stack blocks or books underneath you and sit on them to support your bottom and provide a gentler stretch for you. And lastly, child's pose. So child's pose can seem like a resting pose, but it can actually be quite effective for opening the body and releasing tension. There's several variations to this posture, but we'll do one with the knees apart. So you'll kneel on the floor, sitting on your heels with your knees apart. Lay your torso between your thighs as you bring your arms overhead. You're going to breathe into any tightness you feel in your shoulders, low back, and hips. Inhale, and exhale, and we'll do this for 10 breaths. To help support your body in a day filled with sitting, try to incorporate these exercises in your routine. And when a pose gets difficult for you, turn to your breath, focusing on the inhale and exhalation. The breath is the most important element of the poses. Now, if there's too much tension or too much tightness, go ahead and release your body from the pose. But part of that tension and tightness is your body getting acclimated to stretching those muscles that are used to being tight all day.
All right, that was Penny Love's Fit Tip of the Week. We thank you so much, Miss Penny Love, for giving us an awesome fit tip. Show the love to our sponsors, people. Head on over to pennylovefitness.com, pennylovefitness.com, and check out some of her products, classes, and more tips and information on, again, so you got the things coming for the summer and all that, all on Penny Love Fitness. A great big part of growing your business is making sure that your technology is running well. Even if you're not a technology based business or media business such as ours, you probably have a cell phone or laptop that you utilize to do your bookkeeping or keep your appointments or your scheduling. And also with that, you have to have a good tech team. Well, that's why our next sponsor is, of course, the next tip for the day comes from the eye doctor, who actually is going to give us a tip on, with the tip goes with our show. And it's how he's talking about, can you be an eye doctor too? So, again, expanding your business. How can you possibly join their team? This is the eye doctor's tech tip. Check it out.
Anybody can be an eye doctor. Anybody. So, as a matter of fact, we actually will be launching something on our website in a couple of weeks that would enable you to sign up to become an independent contractor through Eye Doctor. We have plenty of business over a lot of the areas of Mississippi, and you can actually feel free to go online and see the areas that we currently need technicians in. I need as many technicians in as many areas as possible. The more technicians we have, the more we can grow. And I just think it'll be a great opportunity for a lot of young people who will need something that will give them the experience that they need to start their career in technology.
All right. Thank you so much, eye doctor, for that healthful tip this week. Tip of the day on how you can join the eye doctor team and get more information by heading to his website, eyedocdevicerepair.com, and see how you can join their team. Okay, that's about all the time we have. And as always, if you need some assistance in growing your business, you need some help with your marketing, your advertising, you need some promos for your business so you can get more customers coming through the door, or maybe you want to create a promo to reach out to potential employees and team members. Head us up on myfutureisbrightproductions.com. That's myfutureisbrightproductions.com, and we can help you create all of your advertising, promotional needs, whether it's a demonstration, a commercial, a presentation. We've got you covered at My Future Bright Productions because every business deserves the chance to make its future bright. So check us out at myfutureproductions.com. Also, show love to our brand, our show brand, supportblacks.net. Supportblacks.net is our website with our clothing brand, one that we created here on the show. It's supportblacks.net. is an original is an original brand of Live in the DTV. So be sure to check it out. It's a great way to support and show love to the channel and show that you support what we're doing here. Of course, as always, you're watching Live in the DTV. And if you don't need a commercial and you've already bought some of merchandise from supportblacks.net, but you still want to show love to the show, you can always just do so. You can always scan the QR code here and donate to this channel so we can keep peddling out information and keep guests coming in, keep tips coming in for you so you can keep tuning in every week with us. And we so much enjoy talking to you. That is all the time we have here today. I am Jabril. I have a business and I want to help you grow yours. And I will see you next week right here on Live in the DTV. See you soon.